Welcome to this presentation of MCC Last Frontier. MCC Last Frontier is a loving community of spiritually and sexually diverse people gathered in Anchorage and connected throughout the state of Alaska. I'm Denise Sudbeck, pastor of MCC Last Frontier, and it's my pleasure to share something of our community of faith with you. The Spirit of God fills our community with power and purpose as we strive to follow the person and message of Jesus. Steeped in God's grace and love, this community shares an identity which celebrates the diversity of God's creation, including all gender nonconforming expressions of sexual orientation and gender identity. So, what do things look like when a group of LGBTQ folks come together as a faith community? When queer people take their place among God's beloved? And where are they going? There is just one word which can possibly describe what MCC Last Frontier seeks to be, and that is love. We trust that God's love calls to us imperfect people, fills us with purpose and connection, and lives in and through us in all our relationships. Although we physically meet in Anchorage, Alaska, our vision moves past our own physical neighborhood and out into the rest of the Alaskan region. Wherever there are people, from Utqiagvik to Ketchikan, we expect to find gender nonconforming folks who have never heard and may struggle to believe that they could be loved as the people they are by other folks, to say nothing of God. So within our own local neighborhoods and out through this entire region, we carry one simple message. You are loved. You are wanted. You have a name. You are known to God, and no matter what any other message says, you are not abandoned. You may feel like a spiritual orphan sometimes, but our vision says something completely different. There are 4 hallmarks that make any church an MCC church, including number 1, inclusion. MCC Last Frontier works to be inclusive because that is how we understand God's family. No one is left out. No one is left behind. Everything we know about the reign of God points to the inclusion of all of us, and even more to the inclusion of all of creation. Everybody and everything fulfills an ultimate purpose, and that purpose is large enough to incorporate all the spiritual and sexual diversity of humanity. Number 2 is community. We form a community of like-minded folks who share this common vision. We understand ourselves as a community which is yet diverse. We don't all look alike, nor think alike, but we are all motivated to express our love for each other and for all people. We know how to do this because Jesus taught others how to do this as well so long ago. Number 3, spiritual transformation. We expect our own lives and the lives of all people to undergo positive, life-affirming transformation. Change begins with ourselves. As we grow, our personal transformation becomes a growth possibility for the rest of the world around us. To change the world is a wonderful goal, but it starts with a change that happens within. After all, we do know what it means to come out of the closet. And the 4th and last is justice. There is a sense of fairness and responsibility which arises out of culture, a sense of justice which people often share in common. But the sense of justice shared in MCC Last Frontier is grounded in spiritual narratives. Since these narratives run the range of human experience, we heed the call to justice all through that experience, not just in matters of sexuality, but also gender, race, and economics. MCC Last Frontier engages a vision so that it doesn't perish but prospers. And yet we also know that we have to plant our feet firmly in this moment. The vision comes to pass when we have a clear sense of our mission. So this is how we intend to do this. We start with opportunities for spiritual growth as queer people. It's a simple equation. Our community provides the tools and opportunities for folks to learn how to do change, to make that possible. So we will do whatever we can to provide those resources for queer people and to make sure those resources are in language that we all can understand and appreciate. The next way we will do that is training in ministries of social justice and recovery. We will take advantage of other training opportunities whenever possible. We are not the only spiritual community informed by a theology of justice. And we will also work to help the addicted among us to regain lives as the people of God and as God intended them to be, because this is a work of justice as well. And next and last, we will work towards an integration of sexuality and spirituality. A long time ago, a division happened between the human body and the human spirit. We work to repair that breach because we celebrate that we are created in the image of God just the way we are. We were intended to be whole people, and when we live that way, lives are transformed. Thanks for taking a moment to listen to this part of the story of MCC Last Frontier, an emerging Alaskan church associated with the larger fellowship of metropolitan community churches. Here is the information you need to contact us and to locate our place and time of worship. Know this: we will make every effort to help you experience God's love and spiritual growth. We will return your communication promptly. We will help your spirit heal if need be, not according to our schedule, but in your own time and in your own way. We together are counted among God's beloved, and there is nothing which can get between us when we live together as a community of love. Peace go with you.